This November, the number of presidential candidates will be cut down during the primaries. Students and teachers are starting to pay more attention to the issues of the election.
I don't really know a lot about all of them, but from what I do know, I'd probably vote for Bernie Sanders only because, I don't know, it seems like he's looking out for the kids and wants to make colleges free. I don't know, I just agree with that. I think that's a good idea.
Tough question. So I think right now there's probably three candidates that are sticking out in my mind. There's the two Democrats, the front runners, Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders. And then it seems to me that Donald Trump's going to get the Republican nomination. And if I had to choose, that's kind of pick your poison. Bernie Sanders is a little old. We've already been there and done that with the Clinton, although Bill was great. Let's go Donald Trump because he has lots of money, and if I vote for him, maybe he'll like me and give me some of that money.
I think Bernie Sanders is going to win because he doesn't want to help big corporations out. He wants to help the people and the little guy. And
I would pick Bernie Sanders because he is talking to the kids and getting them to vote, like the people who are just able to vote, and he wants to change how the country is with all the different stuff that's wrong with it. So yeah.
I consider myself an independent. I'm neither a Democrat nor a Republican. There are, I believe, useful points from both sides of the aisle, and as an independent, I get to choose the candidate that I think best represents my personal ideals. If you go whole hog one way or the other, you're kind of stuck and limited to the candidates that party is offering. And I'd like to be able to choose between all of the candidates.
I am a Democrat because I was brought up that way, and my parents would roll in their graves and haunt me if I ever pulled the lever for a Republican. I just believe more in what the Democrats have to say, not all the time, but most of the time, than the Republicans.
I consider myself an independent. I'm a registered independent. I'm not registered Republican or Democrat. Just because I think the two extremes, the two parties, I sort of get why our government has to run with elected parties. But I prefer not to put myself into one of those two categories. Just sort of gives me more freedom and ability to make my own decisions and form my own opinions, and I sometimes lean more right or more left depending on the issue. If I had to say which one I probably lean towards more is some of the Democratic views, but not 100% across the board.
I think the main challenges the new president is going to face is going to be how to deal with ISIS and the growing number of school shootings.
I want a commander-in-chief who will do everything in their power to ensure that the threat from radical Islamic terrorists do not wash up on American soil.
The toughest situation for the upcoming president would be how many jobs we can try to get because the minimum wage is going up.
I think the biggest challenge for an incoming president is unifying the country. I think we're severely divided on a number of issues. I think we're divided down party lines, and as a result, we're not able to get anything done. So I think that's the biggest issue. I think we need a president who is a leader and not a politician. A leader is someone that can unify people of different ideals and bring them together.
Triton students and teachers care about who will be elected the next president of the United States. No matter who is elected president, students should get involved because it's their future.